our bows. We're going where there's no roads. We're gonna have too much fun. 'Cause the air's on the run. Gonna breathe the mountain air. We're gonna see some bears. We're gonna take you where you've never been before. We're gonna cross the river. We're gonna climb some rocks. We're gonna hunt until we drop. 'Cause the air's on the run. We're gonna breathe mountain air. We're gonna see some bears. We're gonna take you where you've never been before. We're gonna cross the river. We're gonna climb some rocks. We're gonna hunt until we drop. 'Cause the air's on the run. There's the air. Where's my gun?
Good morning. We're Cascade Films, and welcome to our Southeastern Oregon rifle mule deer buck hunt. With us today is, of course, Joe Mitchell and myself, Jason Donovan, and our special guest star, Butch Quimby. We don't have horses, and we don't have the money for horses, so we found a guy who does have horses. Butch is a lifelong family friend, and we've been wanting to do this hunt for several years now. We finally got her together, so we hope you guys enjoy the film.
We'd probably let Butch come even if he didn't have horses. No, actually, I've known Butch since I was a kid. Butch dragged me around hunting since for a long time, and so this ought to be an awful fun hunt to come over here and do this together. It ought to be a good time. Butch has a horse and a mule that he brought, a horse, a mule, and a rhino, and so there are a number of roads around here that we can get around on with the rhino and the pickup, and mainly the horse and the mule will be for packing out. We won't do much hunting from the roads other than to get to an area. We've looked around a little bit, saw a couple decent bucks, and tomorrow's the opener. It's a 12-day season. It's all public land. You don't got to be rich to come on this hunt, but you got to be willing to cover some ground, and probably to be successful. And so we're going to give it a shot starting in the morning.
We're setting up camp and heard some noises. And there's a kitten. There's a kitten here.
What's that?
We'll have it in camp with us.
Yeah, he'll be our camp cat.
In a day, we'll have it in camp with us. Be our mouser.
Yeah, I wonder if he likes tuna fish.
You need a kitten.
Yeah, apparently I do.
I got 6 of them.
All right.
It's your turn.
I got to build someplace to put some grub so I can find it. I'm about to starve to death around here. This is camp now.
Yay.
We got ornaments on the tent.
Yep. Now, if we get confiscated this year, you got to give them your name and address, because last year we gave them mine.
should have went back down. Shouldn't have went down there. Go down and check out a water hole.
Yeah, we seen. See those rocks down there? On the right side of those rocks, there's a bunch of springs under them. There's a bunch of deer in there right now.
You want me to run down there and get them?
You chase them this way, would you? I don't want to pack them up this hill, especially because they're all does.
What's going on, Butch?
Did you get him killed?
Did I get him killed?
Did you get him killed?
No, I didn't get him killed.
How was your walk?
It was long. It was long.
What's for dinner?
Spicatini.
Yeah?
Cool.
Sounds good.
Did you see anything though?
Yeah. Fill us
Yeah,
in.
I
Tell us the
did.
story. What'd you see?
Yeah, I did. I seen 2 old does and 2 fawns right here behind camp.
That was it?
That was it.
He's a spike on that one side. I can see it through the... I knew he had to be a buck. I can see it through the lens. He's a spike on his right side. Well, Joe and I bet 2 bits on that object right there. I think it's an antler and he thinks it's a bone. I'm a couple hundred yards away. Joe went to check it out. Oh, crap. There's the rest of Joe's booty. Okay, there's a buck on the left. And there's the middle buck. There's the buck on the right. We think we saw that 3-point on the right the day before season opened, quite a ways up from here. If it's the same buck, he's a real nice buck. He's got big back forks and absolutely no front forks. His main beam just turns up on both sides. It's a perfect match. It's a real big buck. There's no way we can cross this big open canyon. So what we're gonna do is back off the ridge top we're on. Go way up this ridge. We're gonna have to go a long ways up it because that's a real open valley. We'll have to cross it up there. Get on the back side of that ridge. Our plan is to come down, get on top of those rocks. Those rocks on the end of that ridge. The ridge on your left. Those rocks down there on the end. Those bucks are bedded down about 100 yards below them. On the end of them. Anyway, that's when we first saw them. They haven't moved since. So we're gonna go see if we can get them. We're about halfway there. We're gonna come up this ridge to the left to come up and draw. And then we're gonna go see if we can get them. There he is right there. I think Jason's gonna shoot that buck. The one that's looking at you. No, down the hill, the big one. Facing to the right. Yeah, eating out of the bushes. He hit him. He's going down. You got him, buddy. You got him. Okay, there's the other 2.
I hit him the first time, too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Hang on, we gotta get a picture of Jason tying in.
I can't help it.
Are you cold? Those little young ones, they're not sure what to make of that.
I was gonna do a neck shot just for the camera,
Yeah?
and then I seen those horns, and I was like, you know what? I better just shoot him.
Yeah.
So I was aiming for the heart, so that way Butch can't eat it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I guarantee if even if you shot him in the neck, the liver would have been 2 shot up.
I'm just glad I got something that you could help pack out.
Yeah, there you go. Good shot, too. I was going to check him out. Hey, Bob, come on. Let's get the hell out of here. They're shooting at us.
Hey, real quick, this is Jason in the studio again, and this footage of these bobcats was taken immediately after I shot that buck. They took off from the bottom of that bluff when we were in the middle of giving our victory speech, and Joe saw him, and as soon as he announced cat, I went and grabbed that camera real quick, and I was able to get some good footage, but the audio was all out of whack. So although the footage was there, we didn't get much for sound, so anyway, I just figured I'd narrate over it. It was really neat, though. And I don't know if they were napping in the morning or what, but they took off after I shot that buck, and that's what we were able to get. It was pretty cool. When I shot, we don't know where he's at. We're doing this kind of live. I might see a horn right there.
I see a horn right there.
Do you?
2 of them.
Yeah. Anyway, we're heading down to where he was, where he is. We haven't found him yet.
Well, he didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, he's just that big 3-point. I think he's the one, Joe. I think
He
he's the one we
looked
seen a
like
few
it.
days ago.
And pick that dude up, Jason.
Well,
Alrighty.
there he is. I think we were seeing him about the day before opening season, about 4 days ago. This guy was hanging out with a 4-point, and he's got him a pretty nice spread here, especially for a 3. And you can see he's matching on both sides. His time where he should have forked here, it just curved up, and it's kind of thick here. I think this is the guy we'd seen before. I think he's a pretty nice buck. And thanks, Joe. Had
Well,
fun.
you don't need to thank me. I had nothing to do with it. All I did was follow him down here. Congratulations, brother. Good job.
Thanks.
Actually, Jason spotted these earlier, about, I don't know, a couple hours ago. He spotted them from across the canyon. So Jason spotted them, and it was pretty much, I just followed Jason over here and he shot him. But he's a nice buck. He's a good one. Now you've blacktail hunted before. This is the first mule deer buck you've shot, isn't it?
It is the first mule deer buck I've shot, and like Joe said, I've blacktail hunted before, but I'd never killed a 4-point, and so I guess that's still the case.
Yeah, but this is an awful
That's
nice
okay.
buck.
This is if anybody wants to kill a bigger 3-point, they can give it a shot.
This is an awful nice buck, and you're gonna find out if he's a bigger animal or not, because we got to pack him up that hill right there.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Jason's pissed off, is he?
nope. I hope he's coming back.
How was the other one?
The other 2 bucks.
Oh, was it 2 more?
There was 2 more, and they weren't that big one. The shade was from the sun was, it was at 10 o'clock, and the shade was, they was right at the line of the shade. And by the time we got around over here at noon, they had got up and was feeding, and I imagine they was going to get them a new shady spot. But they was, when we popped over the rock there, Jason shot him from on top of that rock. They was feeding a little bit. So, and we had time to set up the camera, and so we got the video from right on top of the rock.
Probably one shot and he was dropped.
No, he shot him, and it hit him in the chest, and he just stood there hunched up, and I think he was about to fall down when he shot him again.
What are we doing looking down there?
You're gonna kill a big buck in the bottom of that and pack him up.
Ooh.
How you like them apples?
Boy, them is deep apples right there.
Did you do a little gathering, Butch?
Gathering?
Yeah.
You mean like this is a Sabbath?
No, like you couldn't kill anything, so you got an apple.
No, well, this is a day of rest. This is a Sabbath on Tuesday,
It's Tuesday.
because Monday wasn't a day of rest.
You need a bath. Come here,
He
Trout.
looked good rubbed up.
Hey, yeah, grab
Come
him
here,
and scrub
Trout.
him up in there.
You got it? You ready?
Yeah,
You ready?
yeah.
I'm gonna give Trout a bath. little rear end wipe. You're
needs
bad. He's bad. The first thing we ever got this thing on a hunting trip, I thought, God, surely this don't work. This ain't gonna do nothing. But you get some water in here, and the very first time you wash a t-shirt in it, and then you look at it when that first t-shirt's done and the water's brown. She's a lot harder to see, but I'm sure we've got something different.
There's some white in there, though.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of white, it looks like, but she's a doe.
His tail's almost glow.
No, we're not. We saw a decent 4-point a little bit ago that jumped out of a creek bed, but we couldn't get any footage of him because we were separated a little bit. I don't think he was quite as nice as that one Jason shot, and I didn't shoot him. But he was fair. 4 by 3, I think, is what he was. Is that a pretty good buck you got?
Well, he's dead, Joe. I don't know. I haven't been down to him. I shot hell out of him.
Okay, Butch. It's going to take us at least, I'd say, an hour and a half, maybe 2, to get to where you are, because I can see you.
Yeah, I know it will. But it's quite a ways around there, and we'll have to ride around on the rhino. So I'm just going to wait up here.
Well, we'll see what kind of sign Butch got into. Actually, hunting right down that ridge Butch is on might have been the way for us to go. Oh, that's a good deal.
Butch waited till we were about at the bottom of this, and then he decided to shoot that buck. So, I don't know if I want it to be a dandy or a spike.
I want it to be a dandy after climbing that hill.
One thing about it, you'll see it as quick as I will, and you'll know as quick as I will. It was big enough
Yeah?
to get me buck eager.
Yeah, good. How far away did you run? Is he right down there?
I must have been over there.
I think I can see.
This don't look... Can't get them all.
There's a really good looking rock with a piece of sage behind it.
Hey, there he is, Joe. Right there, I see a 4-point.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the antler. Could see it. There it is.
Jason spotted a 4-point horn sticking up out of the sage. I guess that's him.
Okay.
Butch's buck.
Yep, he got him.
He darn sure did. And that's where he shot him from, was right there.
He's almost as big as that one I passed up a little while ago. No, he's not. He's I think a little bit nicer than that one I passed up. He's a nice buck.
He's the only one I'm going to get this year.
I just had to tell him that, see what he said.
Hell, I don't think I'll throw him back.
No. I don't know what it is with you two and shooting guts.
Hey,
Whoa!
I'm damn happy I shot Guts. I got him from the back in the guts, I bet.
Yeah, well, that's like Jason's. And the only reason Jason's got guts is because it hit ribs and the gut, and you know,
Damn.
the ribs shattered.
You turned one down like this, Joe?
No, I was lying to you, Butch. This isn't. I was just bullshitting you. This
Looky
is.
there. I got a.
Yep, you got a fifth one. This is a. This buck's wider, I think, than the one that I didn't shoot. That other one was about maybe
He'll do.
small, maybe, but he wasn't as wide.
Congratulations, Butch.
He'll do.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That's
Almost
definitely a bigger buck than that one that I saw.
Almost as big as my 3-point.
Almost.
No, he's a dandy.
Ah, that's a nice buck.
Man, he didn't look that. Of course, I wonder how far that is.
Uh,
Huh?
We said 250. What'd you say, Butch?
I think it's a little over 300 yards.
You think so? It might be.
I don't know.
I'm not very good at that, so.
Huh.
Whatever you tell me, I'll believe you.
257 to that slickest place on that rock.
Oh, you were there. See, I thought you were 7 yards closer. That's why I said 250.
I knew that, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it. I'm the luckiest 60-year-old fat man in the world. I got Jason and Joe's best 2-pack mules.
A little more stubborn, but that's all right.
I called them out of a hole, a mile deep, and they come on back.
I took a 35mm picture, Butch. Canyon in the background, so you can tell everybody you shot plumb in the bottom.
Man, I'm the luckiest man in the world. I get to hunt my loafers rest of the trip. Old blind Sal find acorn once in a while. Washerwoman.
Yeah,
The washerwoman.
got to get more blood out. Every time I turn around, they done something. And I got to get bloody over it.
We feel sorry for you, Joe.
I ain't mind my own business. I ain't shot nothing, and I keep having to wash blood out of my clothes. I'll get even. It's gonna be in the bottom of somewhere. I'll get even.
I set the bar and Butch raised it, and old Joe's gonna have to see if he can beat it.
Well, Joe's gonna probably kill the smallest buck on this trip from the looks of things. I think.
I have my
You know-
doubts.
There's 2 rams over there across that canyon. This ought to be a sheep hunt. There's 3 rams I've seen over here, and I still haven't found the buck I want. Actually, I seen 2 bucks I like, but somebody else killed them both. But anyway, there's 2 rams over there. I don't know how far that is, hell, 600-800 yards, whatever, they're way across the canyon. But Jason's gonna video them, and we can get about 100-150 yards closer, and then we'll go up and get a little more video. But I don't know how good we'll be able to see, but that's kind of where those rams are. It's kind of where we've been looking for some bucks, laying in the shady spots of these rocks. And they're right where they're supposed to be. They just got the wrong kind of horns.
This is as close as we can get because we're on a cliff on our side of the canyon. They're still a good 700 yards away at least.
No. Saw a couple rams across the East Fork side. And we've seen a doe and 2 fawns, and that's it. Not much sign. How about the rams? Were any of them very big?
Yeah, pretty good. And I got within 30 yards of them, Joe. They would have been bow shots. I just walked right up to them in the open. Just kept walking right up to them. And they just kind of stood there and watched me, and I just kept walking, and they kept watching, and it would have been really something if you'd had the camera there. We're going to try it here as soon as you get out of there, as soon as you kill a damn buck. Anyway, if you're spending the night, I'll come out sometime tomorrow afternoon and check around.
I was setting up camp and Joe spotted a 3-point. We're gonna see if we can get a good look at him. Apparently he's pretty big.
I was going to ask you, should I shoot him? He's not quite what I was looking for.
Well, then don't shoot him.
What do you think?
Well, Joe, it's an 8-year draw, man. I know it.
And anybody who out there who wants to see the actual full 15 and 16 minutes of this buck, who just wouldn't go away while we were making fun of him, is more than welcome to. It's on the special feature of the DVD called The Buck Whispers.
I don't want to hear any whining. The last day of season. Hey, he's got a 4-point on one side. Damn, he got away. Well, he was too quick for me. My scope was fogged up. I forgot to put a round in. No, that was a nice buck. That was a nice buck, but not quite what I'm looking for yet. Still got 6 more days. But it was tempting because he was nice. But sure scare him off. I'd have shot him. Yeah, in the guts. I hit a rib.
No, Jason's shot was a real good shot. I just gave him a bad time because he hit a rib and bullet kind of fragmented, and it did puncture the stomach there.
We're gonna find this guy's older brother.
Yeah, he's a nice buck.
Them older brothers gotta go.
I got hot chocolate, man.
You got cocoa?
Yeah, I got 2 things of cocoa.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna put them in this thing after you're done here.
Well, we're back. Joe passed up on that 3-point. He wasn't as big as I kept trying to urge him to be.
He didn't fool me.
But yeah, he was pretty tall, and I would have shot him. And actually, to be honest, I probably only know a handful of guys who wouldn't have shot him. Unfortunately, they're family. No.
We come down through this canyon. It's probably the only canyon in this area that we're hunting that we thought was long enough to really spend the night in. All the other ones you can hunt pretty much in a day. This one you could get through it in a day, but you couldn't really hunt it in a day. And it's still hot and dry. We didn't see much for sign. We hadn't seen a deer at all until about 3 o'clock. There was a doe and 2 fawns in the creek. We thought about heading out and instead of spending the night, because Butch come checked on us, but we thought, well, we'll spend the night down in here, and that way in the morning we can look around a little bit at daylight.
Well, that same 3-point's back here this morning. There's some guys up the hill, shot a couple times. I don't know what they're doing. I heard them shoot twice. I seen their rig, and then I seen one guy get out and go sit in a tree, and the other guy drove off. So I don't know what they're doing. But they're about 600, 700 yards up the hill. They may have just shot to try to get something going. I don't know. But the one guy's sitting all camoed out in a tree, or by a tree. I don't know what the other guy left. So I don't know. But they're ways above us. But anyway, that buck's sitting over here. They can't see him.
And I don't think he's seen another hunter all year, this buck, because we saw him last night, we saw him this morning. We're not standing out in the full open to him. He hasn't really seen us moving. We've just kind of poked our head and poked the camera up over rocks. But he's seen enough that any self-respecting blacktail would have been long gone. I don't think this buck's seen a hunter down in there here all year long. So anyway, we're gonna let him be. We're gonna go around Side Hill. So anyway, we're gonna go on up. Butch is gonna pick us up in a couple hours.
Here comes our rescue party.
Yeah, here comes Butch to save the day. Butch and Rhino are gonna come rescue us.
You think he sees me?
Morning!
Hurry up, get in here.
All right.
We got shit to do.
Okay, we're going.
I hope this ain't the only video you're gonna get.
No, but it was good to... Every year, Jason and I do a lot of shed horn hunting in the spring. It's always a contest to see who can find the most. We get a point for a point, and the most points wins. This hunt has turned out to be quite a bit of a horn hunting deal, because we're finding some pretty good sheds. And as you can see from the distance Jason went in the creek to get that one, it's become pretty competitive. I started out kind of kicking his butt because I found a few right out of the gate, and he's been pretty determined to catch up, and he's really been doing it too. But you can see just how far down he went just to get that shed horn he spotted from up here. Where it's kind of the middle of the day, we're not seeing a lot of bucks. Now it's getting a little afternoon. But some of these bucks, we've been kicking them up, and you get in this wide open country, and they don't leave till you're within 100 yards, so we figured, what the heck, it ain't hurting nothing. Guy runs down there through the brush, maybe something will jump up. But anyway, it's become pretty fun, and like I said, it's become pretty competitive. That looks like that's a dandy horn he's got there. But he was up with me a couple minutes ago, and he told me he was going to run down there and pick up a horn, and I come around here, and holy cow, he wasn't kidding. He went down there. He was way down by that creek. But anyway, there he is. Put that doubler back on and see if we can get a better shot of that horn. There Jason is with his shed. Put that doubler on and see if I can't get a little better idea. Oh boy, that dude looks like it. Oh, he found two, that cheater. That cheater. I thought he went further down there than what he was acting like. I thought that thing had all kinds of extra points. He's holding two horns. Some people will do anything to win. He's scooping them up. He's gaining on me now. All right. I'm kicking Jason's butt in the bighorn finding contest. I get 2 points for that, one for each horn. I don't think he's gonna beat me on that one. There's 2 bucks down in this creek bottom. I haven't moved enough to really look at them yet, but I think the one on the left might be the 4-point. I jumped out of a couple draws away a few days ago. Didn't shoot at. We're gonna get a little better look at him. There's the bigger buck right there. About an hour or so back, we seen a 3-point and a forked horn laying down. We spotted them down in some sage by a little creek bed. It was real windy this morning, and they were just laying down in there out of that wind. We tried to get closer, even though we knew it was not very feasible. We tried to for some footage, and they left. And we got some video of them going up over a hill, and they skylighted and everything. and the camera wasn't going. So we're having some camera problems and technical difficulties. Please stand by. But anyway, so we're thinking we're back on track now. We're not sure what happened with the camera.
It's not the cameraman.
Yeah, no, Jason didn't mess up. The camera just malfunctioned. He tells me it was on record.
Now what you're looking at is the beginning of the end of this camera. You can see that we're having technical difficulties, and for the most part, we didn't know what we were getting in the field. So it was really tough. When we'd film something, we'd have to go back and check it, and a lot of times that makes it really tough and it slows the hunt down. But that's what you're seeing.
Yesterday we found an old skull from a ram. Today we found another one, only this one's a lot fresher.
We're not allowed to keep these. I don't know what the deal is. They're worried about people poaching them, so you're not allowed to keep ram skulls and horns that you find. We've seen 4 rams over here. Butch has seen quite a few. We've been still kind of keeping the nose to it to try to find me a buck, and so we haven't really. He's been out looking for him, kind of, or looking at him, I should say. But anyway, kind of a different find when you don't see every day. Thought we'd get a little bit of video of it, and we're kind of headed on the way up the hill anyway.
And what you're seeing now is the further deterioration of the camera's heads. We ended up having to send this camera in. It became our backup, and we've since gotten rid of it. You can see what's going on. It's just not recording, obviously, correctly. And this is how I filmed Joe when the camera told me it was recording and I'm seeing everything perfectly. And Joe killed this buck, and we're talking about it right now. And right now, we don't know that it's not an image. We don't know that we didn't get this recorded. I was really bummed out about it, and this is the first time I've ever wanted to really toss a camera off a cliff, but I refrained from doing it. But we sent it in, got it fixed, but it's just one of those things you just never trust since. So we've since got other cameras and have tried to stay away from situations that put us like that. And it's just hard. It's a tough thing to do, especially when you wait so long to get a hunt like this, and then things go south and it's out of your control. So it was a bummer, but the hunt was fantastic, and Joe got a great buck. Unfortunately, I just wasn't able to get it on film.
How big do you think he is, Joe? It's about 27 to 28 wide. This might be a little bit wide.
That is, wow, 1 wide 3-point. We had technical difficulties again. I filmed this thing going down, and we tried to play back and it wouldn't do it. So we're gonna see what we can do. It's probably lost footage, but Joe, nice shooting.
He went right down.
That is a real wide 3-point you got there.
Well, that's the biggest reason. I mean, like I said earlier, I passed up a couple 4 points and a couple 3 points. This one was with a smaller 4-point and a forked horn. But anyway, and I knew he was just a 3, but he's pretty wide. So I shot him, and he went right down, just dropped like a rock. We backed it up, and the camera didn't record it. So that's the second time this camera has done that to us on this trip, where we're recording something it didn't record, but we don't have a backup camera right now, so that's kind of how it goes sometimes. Got to be happy with that. We come over here with 3 of us, and we got 3 tags filled now. And got 3 pretty nice bucks. Thanks, Jason.
I'm sorry about
It's not you, man. That thing's happening, so sometimes you get these technical difficulties. These kind of things are extremely hard to do in the field, as far as always having the camera ready and having it ready in time. You know, that we jumped up a couple bucks that we couldn't have the camera ready in time. Fortunately, there's a couple shots we did get, and so the thing about out here is if you don't get the shot, you can't redo it. You just film what's there, and if you don't have a backup when something goes wrong, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
If you, pardon my language, if you have a problem, even if you have a backup in camp, if you're out in the field and something goes wrong right then, that's what you got. So we didn't get the kill. Well, we got the kill shot on him, but the camera didn't. But anyway, this is it, and thanks, Jason.
Yeah,
After
man.
Jason got his buck, he's been following me. We've been up hills and down hills, spent the night in canyons, up out of canyons, trying to get my tag filled, and now we've done it. So.
Straight over my shoulder are 5 5 desert sheep that Butch spotted and called me back. I was helping Joe pack out that buck, so I came up here to get some video. You can just see their horns over that drop-off. Should be center of the screen. Hopefully I'm not blocking it. It's what you were looking at earlier. I'm going to try to move and get better footage from a different angle. And once I do that, I'm going to try to walk right towards him. Butch did this the other day and he got within about 50 yards.
Well, we finished our buck hunt, and we'd like to thank you all for coming along on the hunt with us. We've had a lot of fun. It's been just a great couple weeks. We've had a fantastic time. And I'd like to take a minute to say congratulations to Butch Quimby, our good friend here, who 2 days ago he had a granddaughter born, Hannah Grace, weighed a little under 7 pounds. And we'd like to say congratulations to Butch on that, and congratulations to John and Julie Quimby, the mom and dad. And welcome, Hannah. And I don't know, Butch, what do you think of all that?
Sorry I couldn't be there, Hannah, but I'll be there from now on.
Butch has been dragging me around for 25 years now with his son John, and we've hunted together since we were in high school, you know, at times, you know, and so it was more like a bunch of friends getting together and going on a hunting trip more than some kind of a production, you know, and we just had a great trip. And I don't know what you could do to make it any better. I don't think it gets any better. It's just been a fantastic time, and you know, it'd be neat to be able to do it again, you know. But
Been a good year.
yeah,
Been fantastic.
yeah,
guys.
it really has. It's been a great deal, and we hope to do it again. And I don't know, maybe down the road we get some kids and grandkids involved. That'd
That'd be better.
That'd be better. That's about the only thing you could really do to make it better. But we even got a cat.
Yeah, I inherited a cat out of the deal.
But anyway, for this year and this season anyway, I guess that's it. And thanks, Butch.
Thanks,
for
Joe.
joining us on the trip.
Thanks, Jason.
And Jason. Yeah, it's been a fun couple of seasons.
It's been fun.
We had elk season and then this one, and it's just been great.